These creators have the 10 most flawless reputations in YouTube history, and coming in at number 10 is professional eater Matt Stoney. With 16 million subscribers, 3.5 billion views, and over 13 years on the platform, Matt Stoney has had plenty of chances to land himself in controversy, although despite scouring every corner of the internet, it seems this man has never even been criticized. His clean image has resulted in collaborations with everybody from the Try Guys to GQ, as well as someone who deserves an honorable mention for this video, Beard Meets Food, with both of these creators showing that living a simple, humble life outside of YouTube can do wonders for your online reputation. You might make the argument that competitive eating is simply an uncontroversial genre. However, I'd urge you to think of a different YouTuber who instantly proves this theory wrong. Nick Ocado makes Matt Stoney look flawless by every comparison, yet neither of these guys look as perfect as the
BRB, thank you for subscribing for tier 1, bro.
Report of the week, who reinforces that food and good reputations almost always go hand in hand. The report of the week's reputation is difficult to describe, but very easy to feel. He's simply a YouTube legend. With over 12 years of suited food reviews, it's no surprise that the two top comments on his first video read, "This guy's character is very consistent, time proved it, and I love how unique he is." His clothing and video style are both extremely distinctive, bound by a humble, wholesome personality and a respectable life philosophy.
What I always try to advocate onto others is to treat others with kindness, respect, and dignity. That's what I always try to do every single day, and I know I'm not perfect.
When he made a classic I react to your mean comments video, his biggest difficulty was actually finding any mean comments.
I was trying to find some comments that really stuck out to me to include in this video, and I was surprised. It was a lot more of a massive undertaking, should I say, than I expected.
After which he'd reinforce his good nature.
Hate isn't anything. You know, it's not a good thing. I always say everyone should treat each other with respect, kindness, and dignity.
With his no hatred policy resulting in nobody hating him. This is the man I'll show my children when I teach them dignity. There is something about this guy which makes you believe in humanity again. I will physically defend this man for my whole life. The countless different review bra memes only add to his charm, yet they shouldn't distract you from a high level of personal accountability.
And this was on me. I should mention that. It was just a mistake on my part.
Yet if you want accountability with a bit more style, then we have to talk about a channel called Discover Connection. At around 600,000 subscribers, Discover Connection is the smallest channel on this list. However, these guys have some of the most wholesome content you will ever watch. The channel was created with the goal of reducing divisiveness, with the members essentially leaving their comfort zone in every video just to do nice things for random people. In their helping strangers with anything and everything video, they walked around the streets of Vancouver helping complete strangers with their gardening, while in a different video, they managed to convince 30 random people at the beach to have a sleepover party at their house.
So this is the kind of content I like. Wholesome, positive content. It almost feels like it's a rarity nowadays because there's so much just negative, provoking people and Walmart type shit, like trying to get a rise out of people. Just so much like wild content out there. It's just nice to see wholesomeness. We need like more stuff like this, you know?
Their most viral video is an episode where they went around to random houses, offering to cook people dinner in their own homes, with one of the people they cook for then showing up in a later episode where they hosted a massive free Christmas dinner for 50 strangers who were all alone on Christmas. The channel is well summarized by a comment reading, "I'm not crying, you're crying. This is some next level wholesomeness, guys. Thank you for being able to witness this, although until they've experienced the trials of being a bigger channel, Casey Neistat definitely deserves the next highest spot." While Casey has found himself in the occasional controversy, you'd be hard-pressed to find a single person who doesn't think he's a legend. Casey is one of the few rare YouTubers who pioneered a whole new genre, during which he displayed an unwavering work ethic by uploading a high-quality vlog every 24 hours for 800 days.
Every 24 hours? Bro, I would lose my damn mind if I did that. I don't know how some content creators do that. They post every single day. I don't know how the f he did this, but that's pretty impressive. Mr. Crash, what's up, bro?
straight.
The only time I really get bummed out or depressed is when I'm not being productive, is when I'm not accomplishing or doing or contributing in any way.
While this might have almost ended his marriage,
The destructiveness of that on my own marriage and relationship was profound.
these kind of admissions only provide another reason to love him: transparency. While most YouTubers show only a polished version of their lives, Casey's unafraid of highlighting his darkest moments, which almost always provides a counterintuitive boost to a YouTuber's image.
That's brave. That's brave. There's so many things that I could say about myself and put it out there to the world. That type of vulnerability is, you gotta have fucking courage to say that shit. Whatever he was talking about, it's tough, man. I mean, but granted, I think the most concerning part about doing that is what people would say about you, you know? But I think that it is also nice to have transparency. You can have people relate to what you're going through, and you know, and no one's really perfect. No one's perfect at all, but that's pretty courageous.
On top of this, vlogging is simply the perfect video type to build a strong connection with the audience, which when combined with his various on-screen collaborations, show that he's the type of guy who could be friends with anyone.
Oh, that's the
Casey
guy from,
doesn't put himself on a pedestal
Catfish
simply
Show.
because he's famous, which is a quality also shared by Penguin Zero. When you hear the
Moist
name Moist
Critical.
Critical, two words come to mind: consistency and reliability.
Everyone loves this dude, including myself. This guy's actually pretty funny. When I first watched Moist Critical, I was like, yo, why do so many people love this dude? But I started watching his videos, and I'm like, I see why. He has this deadpan type of humor, and he's able to like reference just about anything. But he's actually a pretty chill dude, you know?
His streams and almost
haven't
2
met him in
daily
person,
videos
but
make his social media presence
just
inescapable,
looks like
but in
it.
a good way that'll always leave you updated on all the current drama. In the early days of his channel, Charlie actually donated the entirety of his YouTube earnings to charity, which he continued for over 4.5 years before noticing that his donations weren't actually going to those in need.
And if you do a little bit of digging, you will find out that many of these highly rated charities are actually just awful.
Despite having discontinued the practice, Charlie hasn't stopped giving back to others, and while
That's
his
pretty
laid-back
dope.
attitude makes it seem like the process is pretty damn simple, he embodies the saying that it takes a lot of effort to look effortless. Steve Wallace is another smallish channel on this list at around 1.3
great. What's up,
million
bro?
subs. However, I'd be willing to bet that this man has never even had a hate comment during his 12 years on YouTube. Steve gained popularity
here,
by talking
King.
about all things camping. However, he blew up with his stealth camping videos in which he sleeps in unusual places, like behind a police station, inside a stormwater drain, and even in the bushes of a roundabout. As described by this comment reading, I think what I like about Steve is that I see the same fears and worries that I would have being out there, and he doesn't hide them. Steve is extremely open and honest on his channel, which would bring him closer to the audience in the most tragic way imaginable. On the 5th of August 2022, Steve made a community post celebrating he and his wife's 5th anniversary before uploading a video exactly 3 weeks later, announcing that she'd passed away in her sleep.
On Saturday, beautiful wife and I went to bed. On Sunday only, I woke up.
For obvious reasons, this unexplainably difficult event made the videos much harder to make.
Not gonna lie, I've been crying a little in between shots.
See, this is tough, man. This is tough. Being a content creator, then like, you know, it's like life doesn't stop. You know, there's gonna always be like some type of tragedy that you still have to deal with. But you know, I guess with him, you know, his content is it's his life. You know, it's his livelihood. So it pains me to see someone that has to still, you know, I mean, we all do, but going through a difficult time, then still having to go and post videos for your audience. I mean, that's real. That's some real shit, man. Really, really tough, man. But that is super sad.
Being honest, things have been tough.
With the impact also showing up in a YouTube post reading, "Hey, sorry to keep letting you down with missing regular uploads.
Oh,
I may be
nah.
at the stages of grief when I've got to depression. Some days are okay, some are sleeping all day and hiding from the world. I don't want to burden you with my problems, but I want to let you know what's going on," which was then followed by yet another tragic announcement. "Hey everyone, sorry I've been absent. It has been a tough month and sadly my mum passed away a couple days ago. I will be back of course, but if you want to restore your faith in humanity, you'll have to look at the comment section. I don't think I've ever commented on a YouTube video on a 10+ year account. You're the man, Steve. Your videos are such a good, wholesome getaway from life stresses and my own demons. Your candid nature and down-to-earth personality is what everyone needs. I was gutted when I heard about your loss. Being so open about what you're feeling and perseverance to better times is something I strive for. You're an amazing guy, Steve. Keep it up and hunker down."
When life attacks you, you gotta take life on. No better time for a stealth camp than right now, my friends.
With camping then also
That guy has been through the fire, man. Losing your wife, then losing your mom. I mean, Jesus, man. Jesus. I gotta look up that guy's channel, man. That hurts, man. That absolutely hurts. Yeah, I would. And the fact that he was like, I'm sorry for not posting. You don't gotta apologize to nobody, man. I mean, take time for your mental health. I mean, especially when like my grandma passed away like a couple years ago. I had to take some time off, man. Just a couple of days to kind of like get my mind right, man. Because this is gonna always be here. To do. I mean, it's just there's no rush. You take care of your mental health, but it's interesting to see the road to him just being so strong in his mental fortitude,
playing a part in the 4th best reputation, Brody from YBS Youngbloods. You might recognize Brody from some of his recent mega viral shorts, yet he's been making long form content for over 8 years now. His videos usually filmed off the coast of Western Australia feature him, his family and his dog Strider doing some kind of beach or ocean related challenge while capturing some of the most incredible wildlife footage available anywhere. This has led to a fair few near-death experiences.
This thing right here can kill 26 humans in a couple of minutes.
And you're standing right next to it. And you touched it.
I'm not gonna do that again. Alright, should have done that.
But for the most part, Brody's content focuses on ocean sustainability, and not from a fake virtue signaling sense, but rather from the perspective of a dude who genuinely cares about keeping the sea clean.
Wait till you guys see what this actually is. You'll be disgusted, man. Plastic. It's like a balloon. It actually just pisses me off so much.
The YouTube videos clickbaiting YBS Youngbloods Exposed have a dislike ratio of over 95% because there's literally nothing to expose, while the comments on these videos state, "Brody is as genuine as a human being can get. Doesn't ask for much but to take care of his friends and family, and teaches us all not to be greedy and family is everything. But if we're on the topic of good-hearted Australians, then it's hard to go past Laserbeam. Having gained 100,000 subscribers after only 6 months on YouTube, it was obvious that Lannon was loved from the very beginning. On top of a positive, fun personality, Laserbeam has always valued high-quality content over financial gain, shown for the first time back in 2017 when he refused to go family-friendly even though his entire channel was being demonetized.
I enjoy swearing. It's who I am. I'm not going to change for money. I do what makes me happy. That's the way I'm going to do YouTube. That's why I got into it.
Laserbeam was...
I gotta say, that new policy for like swearing on YouTube is so fucking stupid, man. I don't know, what does it matter that we swear? I mean, I get it that advertisers may not like it so much, but you're gonna like demonetize a whole channel just because somebody says a couple of F-bombs, or in the first 30 seconds you can't say shit or fuck, it's just really dumb. YouTube has always had its issues, man, but I feel like that's like, well, next to pretty much getting rid of the dislike button, that has to be one of the dumbest decisions that they ever made,
Was so committed to keeping the content real that he moved back in with his parents just so he could keep swearing.
I was like making enough to cover like the basic bills, but I moved back with my parents.
While blaming nobody but himself throughout the process.
And it's completely fair. It's my mistakes. Shit happens.
Like a true legend,
tough,
stays
man.
himself and sticks to his guns in the face of adversity.
God, that's
Laserbum, you are a true bloody legend of all bloody legends. In line with staying true to himself, Laserbeam has also connected with the audience by sharing his own mental health struggles.
I have absolutely no shame with like anything I'm going through. I know I've always battled anxiety. I have anxiety about everything. The last few weeks I've been convincing myself I'm dying.
With his extreme transparency likely playing a role in the absence of any negative press despite the size of his channel. Although even then he doesn't come close to Vsauce. With 20 million subscribers and almost 15 years on the platform, the only crime Vsauce has ever committed is not uploading more often. Even then, his content from 10 years ago is still extremely popular, being a testament to his strong image, given reputation and resistance to—
Look at these views, guys. 18 million, 15 million, but they're all 9 years ago. But that's an absurd amount of viewership on a channel.
Atrophy almost always go hand in hand. Vsauce seems very comfortable in his own skin as a genuinely humble, curious, down-to-earth guy who's committed to keeping a clean, successful brand, steering away from even the most basic controversial questions.
Michael, are you a tits or an ass man in the end? Because we did never get an answer on that.
I ask myself that every day.
Really? And did you ever find resolve within your soul on that issue?
Yeah.
Which is the answer? You're a corn man.
I'm a corn man.
Yeah.
How can you not love that?
At the same time, Vsauce doesn't shy away from important risk, whether that be trying shorts or putting faith in his curiosity box, which just by the by was purchased by Mel Science in August 2022 for $12 million. However, given its size and footprint, there's one more channel that's maintained its reputation better than any other on the platform, Dude Perfect. With 5 different hosts, tons of moving parts, and close to 60 million subscribers, Dude Perfect should be a magnet for criticism. However, it seems their most controversial moment was in 2022, when all they did was film a video in Qatar during the World Cup. Articles on the incident failed to discredit them, as they'd accidentally highlight Dude Perfect's morality in rejecting sponsorship opportunities from alcohol companies. On top of this, the group is known for being extremely charitable, with Make-A-Wish video editions, a pledge to sponsor one child for every 100,000 views they get, and their own Dude Perfect Hope Foundation.
Dude, I don't know how long Dude Perfect has been on YouTube, but I remember seeing one of those videos, or one of their videos. It has been some years ago, but I kind of knew that these guys, it just felt like they were going to blow up because their channel had such good quality, and you know, doing their trick shots and stuff like that was just fun to watch.
Which strives to bring hope to people all over the world, struggling with illness or lacking life's basics, like food and clean water. There were accusations in the early days that their videos weren't authentic, with a Telegraph article from 2009 creating such a heated debate about the channel's legitimacy that Good Morning America hired an expert to investigate.
Are they real? Are they fake? We have computer analysts.
Some of their shots are wild.
Video experts say that they're unable to tell where edits have been made. Dude Perfect responded by stating, "We love it when people say it's fake because it makes the shot seem even more ridiculously impossible, and we get more publicity and hits on YouTube, so we love the mystery of knowing whether it's real or fake," with frontman Tyler Toney echoing a similar sentiment.
It used to bug all of us when people would say the shots are fake, they're not real. We just kind of took it as a compliment to how impressive the things that we were doing actually were.
The Dude Perfect members simply reinforce a point we brought up earlier. An uncontroversial life outside of YouTube creates an uncontroversial life inside of YouTube.
Well said. Yeah, staying out of drama is definitely the best thing you can do. Now, I've never been one for drama, but I know that some YouTubers live for that shit. I try to stay far away from YouTube drama. I can't even imagine having a YouTube beef. Either people will side with you or they're gonna fucking bash you and, like, you know, run you off the platform. But, you know, I just stay away from that shit, you know what I mean?